Let's do some Easter and spring crafting. This one is very easy. I just took this old drop cloth, this canvas drop cloth. I got it from the Home Depot and I've used it and washed it a few times. And I just cut out a few carrot shapes. I doubled up the fabric, folded it in half so that there would be 2 layers. And then I glued together the sides, leaving the opening at the top. Turning it inside out was a little bit tedious, but after just working it, it eventually, put that seam on the inside. And then I filled it with some polyfill out of an old pillow. Now instead of using some greenery for the top of the carrot, I wanted to go with a more rustic look, and so I just got some sticks out of my yard. I tied around with some twine around the top of the carrot to secure the sticks, and I also added some hot glue. At first I was going to leave some of the canvas sticking out of the top, but I decided to go ahead and cover the entire top there with the twine. I really like these. I was going for more of a primitive look. If you like the look of the sticks but don't actually want to mess with making the carrots themselves, they do sell these canvas material carrots in this color. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby, but they have greenery, but you could buy them, especially if they're on sale, and just take out the greenery and replace the greenery with sticks. For this one, I got this sign from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And can you notice the problem here with this sign? It has a tail on the bottom there, but on the head, there's where you can see inside the ears, like it's the front of the bunny. So it's like the face is facing forward, but you can see its butt. It doesn't make any sense. But I just took everything off of the bunny. I started to remove the paper, but it was taking so long. I decided just to cover this side with some brown paper and then use the back as the front. I got this brown packing paper from Walmart. It's pretty thick, but the kind that you get at Dollar Tree is pretty thick as well. I gave the bunny a coat of truffle chalk paint by Waverly, and I ended up changing the color later on. You'll see I decided to go a different route. I got these curtains a long time ago from Goodwill for $3, and I'm going to Mod Podge this onto the bunny. Whenever you're Mod Podging fabric onto something, you definitely want to be pretty generous with the Mod Podge. I got these curtains a while back at Goodwill before they started pricing everything crazy high. Once that dried, I cut off all the excess around the edges. And I didn't like what the base color of that truffle did. I thought that the curtain would stay lighter in color, and then I would see that sort of chocolate color underneath. But it actually darkened the lace up a good bit, and I didn't like how it did that. So I tried to dry brush it with some ivory chalk paint. I was liking how it was starting to look, but it wasn't enough, so I just took it out and spray painted it with Heirloom White by Rust-Oleum. I definitely liked that look better. I took a piece of gold ribbon and tied it around the neck. I gave a base coat of ivory chalk paint to the earpieces, and then I went over that with this gold paint that I got from Dollar Tree. I was trying to make the ears match the ribbon around the bunny's neck, or the ribbon to match the bunny's ears. There had already been 2 holes, one in each ear, to put the hanger for the bunny, and I had to go over those with my Crocodile Big Bite to punch through that lace to make the holes once again. And I ended up not liking how the earpieces looked on the bunny. You let me know what you think down in the comments. The color isn't super close. The ears are more yellow than gold. Maybe if they were a perfect match, I would have liked it better. But I'm not sure. I sort of like this just to be simple. This is just a quick reminder that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you don't miss any future videos. This is another easy one. I took these 2 books that I've had for a while. I had ripped off the cover and the back of these. I made a little bit of tea by just boiling a little bit of water and putting 2 tea bags in there. And I didn't want to soak the books completely. I knew that they would really puff up and wrinkle up, and it would take a really long time for them to dry. So I just brushed the tea on the tops and backs and sides. Now to decorate these books. I took some really stiff brown paper. It was actually out of the inside of a roll of wrapping paper, and I'm just making a paper twist. I'm going to wrap the book in twine, going both ways. I missed this section of video, but I have these little foam eggs from the Dollar Tree. They came in a multi-pack, and I just painted them with moss green paint from Waverly. I made a rough little nest out of some Spanish moss. I sometimes put Mod Podge on my nests to stiffen them up, but I didn't think it was necessary for this project. Once I had everything assembled, it just didn't seem quite right. I felt like the top page of the book should have some words on it, that it would add something to it. So I got a page from another book, and I just stuck it in there, and then one side was sticking up. I didn't like how it was sticking up on the right side. The left side. So I just glued that down with some glue stick. And then I curled up the corners of the pages on the other side to make it match the curled up pages of the book. I added a couple extra little tendrils of twine, and then I glued everything down. You could keep going with this, adding florals and doing whatever matches your style. For this one, I had this Dollar Tree mirror, and I had used it in another project. I had taken some lightweight spackling from the Dollar Tree and filled in most of the way of those grooves in the frame, and then I painted it with black chalk paint. I have this little piece of wood out of a multi-pack from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to attach the mirror using some E6000 and hot glue. Then I gave it a base coat of truffle chalk paint. I got these rabbit eggs from the Dollar General, a pack of 4 for $1, and they're really cute. I sanded where the two pieces come together because these are supposed to be used as Easter eggs, but I sanded them as best as I could to get some of that ridge off of there, and then I glued the two pieces together so it wouldn't come apart. Take my little fencer, I have got the answer. While you're able to keep on toiling, you can save the day. Put a little salt on the bluebird's tail before he flies away when you hear wolves howling. And then I gave it a base coat of the truffle chalk paint as well. I then went over that with gold leaf rub and buff. Wolves prowling round your door. They'll scare you and dare you. That's the thing that should prepare you when the golden sun is shining. I attached the rabbit with some E6000 and hot glue, turning him to where it looks like he's looking in the mirror. After I had taken the pictures and video, I noticed in the pictures that I should have cleaned the mirror itself. And there's also something stuck to the back side of that bunny. It's funny how sometimes in person you don't notice things, but then when you take a picture of it, then what was wrong with it stands out in the photo. Keep on raking hay. Put a little salt on the bluebird's tail before he flies away. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.